Is anybody there? Can you hear me? No. Nobody's there. Nobody can hear me.
Well, you've got the idea. GoDaddy has the domain to make it happen.
Is anybody watching? Oh, hello, John. They can. Hello, Johnny. Johnny and John, my favourite two. My favourite duet. Johnny and John. How are we doing, lads? Lads. How are we in your neck of the woods? It's another beautiful morning or evening where you are. Hello, Alan. Hello, Alan. How are we? Where are you? Where are you, Alan? Getting colder. Oh, God. I bet you do wish you were here. Getting colder. Gosh, what is the temperature now, Johnny? I don't really want to think. Yeah. Good morning, Digital Dreams. Nice to see you here. It always got to October in the UK and it was horrible. Even from October, it was horrible. I don't know if I told this story before, but I went to Spain for my sister's 60th and I came back beginning of October, hit Gatwick Airport, South London, and it was freezing. 14! Well, 14's not bad, is it? Yeah, October onwards in the UK is horrible. Virginia. And how is your temperature, Alan, in Virginia? And John, tell me your temperature. I need to know temperatures. Digital Dreams, good morning. What is your temperature? Where are you? Oh, you're now in Bali. Gosh, you lucky bugger. How is it? The last time I was in Bali was 1992 or 3. My first and only time, and it was brilliant. How is Bali now? Is it very touristy and commercial and expensive? Be interested to know. Yeah, I want to go back to Bali. Chaos. In what aspect is it chaos? Too many Australians. What do you mean by chaos? And are you there? Are you there just for a holiday, or are you staying there? John, it's 12 degrees. Remind me where you are. Oh, typhoon. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about the typhoon in Cebu. Mindanao's been good for the last few days. It's been great. It's been pretty wet-ish. Are you all there for a holiday? How long are you there for? John, you're in Vancouver, and how much degrees is yours? 12 degrees. So you're a couple less than Johnny. It's now 7:30 and it's already roasting here, and I'm sitting right beneath the AC, but if I turn that on it's going to drown me out, and of course you want to hear my lovely voice rather than the AC, don't you? So I've been here 12 days. God, I've been here 12 days in CDO. You've been travelling the last 3 months. Oh, you're from Australia. Okay. Are you travelling just in around Bali, or are you travelling to other countries around? Or are you just doing Indonesia? And do you go every year? You're travelling for 3 months. Do you go? Isn't CDO kind of dirty? Yeah, it is dirty. It is dirty. When I was last in CDO, I didn't realise how dirty it was, I don't think. And this time, when I've just been travelling in Iligan and where it was, and the west of here, I just realised just how dirty it is. And then, coming back to CDO, I've realised, it's not a great spot. Well, it is a great spot, but it's quite dirty. I do actually like CDO. I do like CDO. I love this condo, and I love this condo building, and it's just brilliant. It's very close to everything. So you're a full-time traveller since August last year. Brilliant. So 3 months. So where else have you been? Are you coming to the Philippines? Are you travelling to the Philippines as well? I like to know all the details. Okay, you didn't see the city. Okay. Yeah, I like CDO. I like CDO. But that's something I want to talk about on this live stream. What makes a good place to live? Like, what makes a good city? I mean, I was wandering around the other day. I mean, what is there here in CDO? Like most cities in the Philippines, it's just got a handful of malls. What else does a city have? There's a new part and old part, right? Yeah. Well, the new part in last night's vlog was the boulevard, which is very weird. It's obviously, somebody pointed out it's a road. Yeah, I know it's a road, but they're calling it a boulevard. I don't know why they're calling it a boulevard. It's apparently to attract tourists there to this road, which is just a road. Yeah, so it's got that. That's a new tourist attraction in CDO. CDO is going up in the world. It's got a new boulevard. Okay, so yeah, you're right, Johnny. I've been staying downtown for the last 12 nights, and today I'm transferring to Uptown. I've got an Airbnb. I've got 2 Airbnbs booked there for the next week. So what I've done is I've not been to Uptown before, so I've always stayed downtown amongst the riffraff, amongst the hub. Yeah, so today I'm transferring Uptown. Yeah, which I'm looking forward to. I've not been there. Yeah, and I think when CDO came on my radar, I think Geo stayed Uptown, and yeah, but I never went there last time 2 years ago. I don't know why. I don't know why I never went there. So yeah, I'm going there today. So I will be vlogging from Uptown with the Uptown girls and Christy Brinkley, if anyone's old enough to remember her. She's probably a bit. I heard the girl. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And yes, STDs are rife in CDO as well. That's why. Going along the lines of what you're talking about, there's a lot of dodginess. The rafting on the river is fun. Where? In CDO. Well, phone's doesn't want to stay on there. Oh, close up. You don't want that. You just had a checkup. I'm glad you're good, Johnny lad. I'm glad you're sorted. So I look like a therapist. What sort of therapist? A sexual health therapist. Well, do you want me to give you advice on mental health? As soon as people start talking about mental health, everyone switches off. Okay, if you feel a bit tingly. Okay, that's enough said. One of the expensive ones, and I'm glad you called me an expensive therapist and not a cheap Charlie. Yeah, I wish I was an expensive therapist. You can make lots of money as an expensive therapist nowadays. A mental health therapist, I'd actually quite fancy that for when I get older, maybe being a mental health guru, talking about, yeah. Hopefully by then, by the time I get old, people want to talk about mental health. They still don't want to talk about mental health. No, Johnny. Okay, so I travelled last time I was here, I travelled from CDO down to Davao, and then from Davao, I was going to Siargao, baby. So I took the bus. I wanted to break up the trip, so I went from Davao to Butuan. Spent the night there. Yeah, there was just nothing there. It was just a city that is really. I hate spread out cities. I like compact cities where you can walk around. Butuan, it just felt like there was nothing there. Okay, so on the dating websites, you get a lot of girls living in Butuan. But for me, a city needs to have something more than just girls. I might be different, but there was nothing there. It was nothing. There was nothing in Butuan worth going for, in my mind. Okay, so you're not a fan of Davao. Yeah, Davao is very spread out, but at least it's a city that's got places to go to in the city rather than a city that's nothing there. Yeah, you get a lot of girls. Yeah, Butuan. Yeah, it seems to be a very popular place for the ladies. He's talking about brown water rafting. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. I missed that. Yeah, I'm usually quite good at humour, but I obviously missed that little. Yeah. Hello, Ramses. Greetings, my friend. How are we? How is Dubai today? What do you do in Dubai? I know you're always here. So do you actually do any work, or do you just are you retired now? I know you're younger. You're younger. What are you actually doing there? Are you actually working? Mr. Yoda, nice to see you here. Oh, okay. They find a lot of message girls are in Manila, and then they end up telling me that I moved back to Mindanao. You get a lot in. When I was in Manila last year, you do meet a lot of girls from Mindanao. Yeah. This message is held for review. A bit of dodginess about the brown rafting. Excuse me. Yeah, you do get a lot of girls in Manila from Mindanao, which is great. I do like Mindanao girls. You work in okay. You work in a restaurant. What type of restaurant? What do you do there? Are you a waiter, or what are you doing there? I'm glad you're good, Yoda. Nice to see you here. And where are you, Yoda? Where are you in the world? I need to know. I've actually got a different coffee today. I've got white coffee. Where are you, Yoda? Oh, you'll start. Okay, that's great. You will start full-time vlogging. That would be brilliant. Don't nick all my viewers. Oh, I never do Facebook dating. I never. I don't know what it is. Perhaps I don't know what it is. I've never got into chatting to girls on Facebook. I don't know why. I think I missed that boat. You're being coy. You're not saying where you are. Okay, Yoda. You're in Asia somewhere. Whoa! That was a close up of my nostrils. No one wants to see that. My phone there it is again. There it is again. My phone keeps slipping. What is going to be your content? Ramses, what are you going to do? Where are you going to do? What are you going to be travelling around? Are you going to actually doing vlogs on restaurants? It's probably quite a good idea. Eating. I'm not very good at that. I don't really want to see vlogs on people eating, stuffing food in their face. And talking of which, Johnny Lawrence, what is for supper today? Is it another stew? I do stews every night. It's funny, this thing above my head, isn't it? Yeah. I do stews every night. I love a stew. They have a separate dating section. Yeah, I did notice that. I've moved to a screen now. Why is this not? There we go. Chicken, rice, and broccoli. That sounds good. Broccoli. I did mention broccoli the other day. Broccoli in the Philippines is not great. Frozen broccoli is brilliant, but actual fresh broccoli is nasty. In the UK, I used to eat a lot of broccoli, but since I've been in the Philippines, I haven't eaten as much. Yeah, frozen broccoli I think is the way to go here because it's pretty horrible. Oh, you're a chef. Brilliant. Yes, I. That sounds great. That sounds great. What is your speciality? What is your speciality cooking, Ramses? Okay. Oh, you were sorry. You were Digital Dreams. I missed your message here. You were in August. Was I? Where you were in Cebu in August? Where was I? I wasn't there. I was in Japan. Um, Chicken and rice. Yeah, brilliant. Chicken. I need to eating more. I need to eat more chicken. Okay, so let's talk about the food in the Philippines. Ramses, what did you think about the food in the Philippines? Being a chef, what did you think about the food? Where were you eating? Were you eating in carinderias or where were you eating when you were here? And what did you think of the food? Good question, Yoda. Mindanao, I love Mindanao. People keep saying, get out of Mindanao. I don't know why they keep saying that. It's just, it's, I love Mindanao. I can't, okay, so 2 years ago I went to CDO and I went to Davao. I had better time with the ladies in Davao. And yeah, I think Davao is a better place for in that respect. I mean, Johnny Lawrence will, and where's my other friend? Where's my other Davao friend who's gone back to the UK? He's not doesn't seem to be here today. He was in Davao for years, for 10 years, and I'm sure he would say go to Davao rather than CDO for the ladies. Oh, John, pan-fried frozen burgers with baked frozen fries. Actually, baked frozen fries is, I love baked fries. Okay, you are being a bit naughty. Are you going to put some baked beans on there? Baked beans. Please have some baked beans with your frozen burgers. Baked beans is the way to go with fries. Being a British, and baked beans are good for you. Lots of protein. Philippine food is not impressive as a veteran eater. No, it's not. It's gone very quiet about that the kidnapped guy. A body was found, wasn't it? But they don't say they haven't. Have they identified the body? A body was found 3 days ago. Rike did a video about a body being found, but nobody has links. Have they done an autopsy on that body and said that it's Elliot? What's his name? There's been no ransom, has there? There's been no ransom. I don't think it's anything to do with ransom. I think it's to do with the fact that he was. I'm speaking sort of out of turn now, but I think it wasn't anything to do with the political situation here. I don't think so. I think it's more to do with him getting involved with the local lady and him being a loan shark. I think he upset a few people, but I hope he's safe. I don't know whether I don't think that body has been identified as his yet. Anyway. Davao, yeah, more girls and higher numbers to work with. I like Davao. Sorry. So in answer to your question, I was there 2 years ago. I'm going back to Davao in a few weeks' time. So I will answer your question further in a couple of weeks' time. You refuse to eat anything. What do you mean? You went on a diet for? You've been on a diet for the last 3 months. You didn't eat anything in Cebu. Oh my God! I would love you to cook biryani. That would be wonderful. Gosh, I could eat. You're probably aware of this, Ramses. I could eat Indian food every day. Yeah, and that's why I love India. I attempt to cook biryani. I don't attempt to cook biryani. I attempt to cook Indian with spices, but my Indian cooking is not good, and that would be lovely. I'm going to keep you to that, Ramses. We will meet up, and you can cook me. No, Marjenko, I'm not peeing more. So when I went for my medical in Kuala Lumpur last month or the month before, 6 weeks ago, I can't remember. I was totally unaware that I had an enlarged prostate. So that all came as news to me because they weighed it or whatever. I'm not peeing. I have not noticed any physical change apart from the fact that my prostate is enlarged. So I'm not needing to get up in the middle of the night and pee. So I'm not noticing any of that. It's just that it's enlarged, and I need to do, try and reduce it somehow before it gets big. If I was single there, so when you were in Mindanao, Johnny Lawrence, you weren't single. Is that what you're saying? You were with a lady all the time you were in Mindanao. You were with the same lady. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. You're an expert in. Gosh, that's quite a lot of different cuisines: Italian, Japanese, American, Indian. Butter chicken, yeah, I love butter chicken. But is that really a traditional Indian dish, butter chicken, or has that been modified for Western tastes? Because I do love butter chicken. It's gorgeous. So we're talking about food. Beans, yeah, John. You're a simple lad, John. Baked beans. I also eat a lot of green beans. White body or Filipino? Have you not watched? Have you not watched this video? Not Filipino, white body, Caucasian. I think it is. I don't know if it's a hate crime against anti-white. I think it's something to do with. I just think it's something to do with him. I don't think it's got anything to do with the political situation. I think it's got more to do. If you do your research. He was loaning out money at 40% interest, and he married a Muslim lady, and the Muslim lady's ex-husband wanted her back. So there's a lot of hearsay going on about that situation. So, we can't speculate, but I don't know why the body has not been identified. Have you generally found what you wanted to find? Oh gosh, that was a very good question. Have you generally found what you want to find when you first decided why you were going to move there? Gosh, no. Actually, this week in CDO, I've been quite happy. I've been very happy in this condo. I think, and I did actually shoot footage yesterday whilst I was in the pool, filming myself talking, which is going to come up in a video in the next few days. I do feel content, more content in a condo situation, condo lifestyle. I mean, when I lived in Cebu in that condo, I was very happy. I'm very happy in condo life. And when I was in Manila, I know I wasn't living in a condo, but I was living on. Johnny Lawrence will tell you about the rooftop swimming pool. Did you actually like the rooftop swimming pool there? Because I love that rooftop pool. Anyway, I'm quite happy in condo life. So, in answer to your question, I'm happier this week being back in condo life. So I think that's the way to go. And then do little trips out. Not travel around all the time, like what I've been doing quite a lot of. I think what I need is a base. That is, in answer to your question, I need a base, and then I'll do short trips. That's what I need. Because I'm travelling around with 25 kilos of shite. Well, 15 kilos is what I need, and 10 kilos is old books and stuff that I need. I can just chuck somewhere for a while. So yeah, traveling around with 25 kilos of stuff doesn't make you feel very flexible, and it makes me irritated. So when I move on, even when I just moved from a different condo last weekend, I only moved from one condo to another condo, but it made me irritable just having to move on and dragging this 25 kilos full of stuff with me. So yeah, I'm happier now. Thanks for your question, and thanks. Sorry for the long-winded answer, but I'm happier now. You might go to Davao this winter. When is this winter for you? And why are you calling it winter if you're in Asia, but not telling us where you are? Because you're very secretive. Why? I'm not scared. Why should I be scared? I think that situation has got nothing to do with the political situations, that's what I think anyway. And I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really that scared. I'm not scared at all. Oh, this, the poor lady. The whole time with the same lady, unfortunately. Well, why didn't you dump her then and go and find another lady? Oh, here we go. Somebody else loves beans. Hello, Ben. You're in Orlando. Brilliant. What time is it? What time is it in Orlando? And what's the weather like? Butter cheese. Do you mean butter chicken? I think you mean butter chicken, Ramses. I don't know about living full time in Davao yet. I know. Are you looking for a place to settle? Are you thinking of moving away out of Dubai and thinking of moving to the Philippines full time? No, he became a Muslim. He converted. So Johnny, you're a bit behind here. I know you're probably not bothered anyway. Went to Zamboanga over a year ago. He met a girl online. He went to Zamboanga. And the girl he went to Zamboanga to meet turned out to be a scammer, but he stayed in the area and then he met this other lady who lives a little bit up that west coast in an area he ended up in, which I was told not to go to. There's 3 places on that coastline, beginning with S, that I was told do not go to. And that is the place where this guy went and married a lady, converted to Islam, became a Muslim, and that's what happened. So it's a lot of that going on. I think it's personal. Thank you, Jeremy. That's very kind of you to say that you like my videos. Thank you for watching. Have you subscribed? I hope you subscribed. Have you liked this live content? Okay, renting Airbnb. So that's what I've done. This place and the last place were Airbnbs, and the 2 places in Uptown, girl, are both Airbnbs. I like, it's much better. You can cook your own burgers and baked fries and baked beans. But I'm not going to do that again. When I was in Cebu, I did too much unhealthy cooking. You probably saw my breakfasts, which were very, very unhealthy, and hence my cholesterol went off the charts. But Airbnbs are great. Although Airbnbs in CDO for a month are quite expensive. I couldn't find, I've not booked for a month, but my intention was to book for a month in CDO. And you're going to say, why did you want to stay for a month in CDO? Well, actually, it's going to be 3 weeks, but anyway. I love Condo life. I've not stayed in a bad condo. AC, I don't normally have the AC on. The AC makes me sick. I wake up in the morning feeling really throaty with the AC. I just prefer, and being quite high up, I just leave my windows open. I love, and leave the fresh air, because it's just, I don't really like AC. I've got used to the heat now. I don't like AC. Yeah, exactly. 97 420 Empire. Is that what? I don't know the reference. Is that like a film or something? You don't want to deal with a house. A condo would work fine. And people always talk about condos being really small. I mean, this condo. Let me just flick it around. I'm showing you my condo. Right. Okay. So. The kitchen area needs a bit of attention. It's a very bad. It's all we've got is a cooker. It's a very bad kitchen situation. Bathroom, big bathroom, great. Heated shower, fridge, brilliant fridge, wardrobe. This is where I'm sitting in the corner. AC, bed. How much space do you need? Look. I don't need space. And the outside view, this is my outside view, which is wonderful. So here's the swimming pool. This is Gasano Mall car park. There's Robinson's and Centrio over there. Avida Tower behind. Bit of a squatter land here. And then my balcony goes around the corner. And then there's SM. And then there's the golden building over there is Limkitke Mall. So CDO is very compact. And this church wakes me up at 5 o'clock every morning. But yeah, this is the condo. And that's me. So there we go. You've seen it. You've had a tour of my condo. How much space do you need? Where were we? Prince Charles. Prince Charles. Oh, it keeps doing that. Sorry. There we go. Thursday, 8 o'clock on the west coast of Australia. Sorry, Florida. Thank you. Thank you, Bernie. That's very kind of you. How long were you with her in Mindanao? She was hot, but it got boring. Her English sucked. Yeah. So what was the incentive? You saved up all your money to come to Philippines for 3 weeks, and you spent a lot of time being with a boring girl. Can we get the definitive answer on the best city to get a date casually and put up big numbers? How old are you? How old are you, TJ? Depends how old you are and what you look like. You're living full time from next December. Is that next December 2025? Cebu City, is that your answer on getting big numbers? Is that your answer, Johnny Lawrence? Where the big numbers are? I will see you in Cebu next year, Ramses. Oh gosh, 70 degrees, brilliant. No. So I'm in CDO, Northern Mindanao. I don't know. I've not had a brownout. Where was I? When I was in Western Mindanao in June, in Dipolog, they were getting brownouts quite frequently. It's a very small, is it a city? Dipolog, it's a city, yeah, but it's like a big town. It's like a town. It's funny how they call, a lot of the towns here, they call cities, which are very small. They were getting very, in answer to here, so what I'm going to say, they were getting lots of brownouts in Dipolog, but in CDO it's fine. Really? IT Park? Avida? Do they have balconies? Oh, you're right, Jeremy, you're right. You're right. They don't upgrade, they don't, yeah. They don't service, is the word I'm looking for. They don't service their ACs here as often as they should. So you're right. So I'm pretty conscious of that. You can't live with AC. I sweat all day anyway. I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, so my balcony I'm on the 7th floor. I'm not great with heights, so I wouldn't go much further. I mean, there's that tower block in Cebu. What's it called? Horizon 101. Oh my God, it goes. I would never ever want to stay on anything above 17. In Cebu, I was on 19, I think, and that's about it. I wouldn't want to be out on a balcony on the 45th floor. No way. You want me to take you to the strip shows? Okay. I'm not really, yeah. I did that a bit in Manila. Wasn't really a strip show though. But it was one of those, yeah, dodgy places. Oh, okay. Digital Dreams. You're in the process of renovating a studio in Bali. So does that mean you're going to be living there permanently? No, CDO is very, very loud. It's very loud. Well, actually, since I've been back in the Philippines, I've noticed how loud the Philippines is. Coming from, excuse me, need to drink some water. Having spent 2 months in Japan over the summer, and you walk down the high street and there's 20 people on the high street and you can't hear a thing, you can't hear a pin drop apart from the zebra crossing beeping. Coming from there to back to the Philippines is like, it's just noise, which is a song by the Buzzcocks, if anyone knows it. Thank you, Doug Goodwin. Do my rants not get a bit senile old man, eccentric? I try and reel back my rants because people say I'm moaning too much, but that is just me. Thank you for appreciating my honesty. Thank you for that. The music I changed to Epidemic Sound in the last 3 months, and yeah, some of them because YouTube Music which I had for like a year and a half. I'm starting to get thin on their catalogue. So Epidemic Sound is brilliant. What I would love to do is put on a lot of music that everyone knows, but I'm going to have to earn mega bucks to put on No More Heroes by the Stranglers. How old am I? How old do you think I am? Don't ask a lady her age. Tagaitai. Not good. I stayed for a week in a lovely condo in Tagaitai, but it's the city. When they call it a city, there's nothing there. Well, if you like nature, if you like mountains, if you like walking, then it's going to be brilliant. If you like urban, so I prefer urban walking to walking in nature. So that's why I love cities. I stayed at a great condo there with a great balcony, but I wouldn't live there. Unless you're into nature and going out walking every day, then you might like it. Mindanao Rag Jam Rock. I can't say. I'm glad I've stopped drinking because I wouldn't be able to say that after a few beers. Rag Jam Rock. I love Mindanao. The people in the Philippines are friendly everywhere, aren't they? But I do find, that Mindanao people are very friendly. They're lovely. Whatever you're saying, Pengangaran. Okay, so half the time, 1.5 the time. You stayed there for like 1.5 of the time. 1.5. What's 1.5? Is that half the time? Okay, you're 42, so okay, you can pull anywhere, TJ. You can pull anywhere. Good question. If my health goes Pete Tong, do you have plans to go back to England? Okay, so what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just gonna suck it and see. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. See what surgeries I need. Well, obviously I'm gonna have to go home if I need any surgeries. The Philippines is very, very loud. Oh God, where was I? Yeah, it is very loud, but I don't. I don't feel the dogs and the roosters don't annoy me. I sleep through them. It's just the noisiness of certain situations where. Okay, so I went into the gym. In an example. I went into the gym in Cebu. I might have told this story, but I walked into the gym. Sorry, no, I was actually in the gym. I was working out in the gym. It's a very small gym. You can't get more than 3 people working out in this gym in Cebu, where I was staying for a long period. And I was actually in the gym on the bench, working out on the bench press or whatever. And a Korean guy and a Filipino walked in. She totally blanked me. He said hello. They walked in. They walked over to the treadmill. She got on the treadmill, put her smartphone on the treadmill, and started blasting out music. No thoughts for the fact that I was in there. It was quiet. This is what happens, I feel, in the Philippines. There is no there's no courtesy for other people. I'm getting a bit ranty here, sorry. And I just said, excuse me. And the guy, and she acknowledged me then because I was saying something. And he got her to turn it down because she's blasting it out. It's just so rude. So things like that. That is just one example of how people don't think about other people in the Philippines. They are very generous people. If you are walking along somewhere and someone's having a party, a birthday party or whatever, they will invite you. They are very generous people, but sometimes they don't think about things like common decency and noise pollution, which I'm very So don't get me on loudness in the Philippines because I could go on for hours. TJ, yes. Well, probably not all of them, but yes. Okay, it needs to be quite air if you sleep. I can generally say I sleep with my windows open, and as I say, that church actually blasts out. It's like a Muslim call to prayer, or an Islamic call to prayer. They're not Islamic, this church here, but they blast out music from 5 o'clock in the morning. Why are they doing that? Oh, I don't know. Where's the best place to get a prostate massage in Cebu? I think you're talking about something else, aren't you? Yeah, people on the bus. And where was I? Where was I? I was at the airport. I just arrived at the airport. And I was changing flights. I was coming back from Kuala Lumpur in August. And I arrived at Manila and I was changing flights. I was going from Manila to Bohol. So I was waiting in the departure lounge in Manila Airport. And the woman next to me wanted to watch a video and she just blasted it out. And I said, excuse me, I don't want to hear that. So she turned it down. But people just don't think. They just don't think. Sorry, you're getting me ranting. You need to chill. The US Army would have an excuse to not get me back if I was in. It was still on their checklist. Yeah, it is. And as I keep saying, the British government, say don't go to the red zone. Near that young hands, yes. That was near. Yeah, okay. Tell TJ about the massage places. What's it called? The name of that street. Near Landers. Young Hands Massage. Hi, you live in Panabo. Where is Panabo City? An hour from Davao. Where is that? I've never heard of Panabo City. I'm going to be in Davao. Probably in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. Nice to see you here, Paul. I'm glad to see you're following. I'm coming near Davao. Yeah, in My plan is Malabalai, General Santos, Davao. So yeah, probably 4 weeks time. Where are we? Yeah, 4 weeks time I'll probably be in Davao. So it'd be great to meet you. Okay, any more questions? No, it's not. No, Young Hands is actually the name. Young Hands is actually the name of the massage place. Yeah. Although I'm quite fussy. I think I was talking about this to Johnny Lawrence, and I'm quite fussy about who deals with my knickknacks. And the ladies who sit outside Young Hands didn't look that attractive. Or Mango Avenue, yeah. I think a real alien invasion will happen tomorrow. Any proper questions? Where are we? I will. Okay, so Doug. The plan is probably next March. Every 6 months, I leave the Philippines every 6 months. So my 6 months will be up next March, and I'm probably going to go back to India. Yeah, well, back to Goa. A lot of people say Goa is not it's not proper India going to Goa, it's for lightweights. But I've done most of India over my last years, and I love Goa. Whoa! That was an accident waiting to happen, and it did. I don't know why this. Oh, fuck's sake. Just doesn't like it. It just doesn't like the. Might have to take it off there because it's a bit rickety. That's better. Now stay. Do not move. Do not move. Oh! Tegum, okay, Tegum. I've not been to Tegum. How do you pronounce it? Well, you can't tell me how you pronounce it, but... Tagum. I've not been there. I want to go to Marti. Is it Marti? The beach. I was planning. Okay, so this summer I spent 2 months in Japan. The plan was to go to South Korea for a month after my 2 months in Japan. And after 2 months in Japan of feeling very isolated, I aborted. I didn't bother with South Korea. I decided not to go. So South Korea might be, I don't know when South Korea is going to be now. I've seen better AC installs. Yeah. Well, look, okay. This is the Philippines. They don't think about things like that. It's just, it's on the way to my, yeah, exactly, yeah. When I was there last time, 2 years ago, I wanted to go to Marti, but then I thought, it's a bit out the way. And I went up to Siargao instead, which was a mistake. That is a good AC. I like it as long as it works. Well, I don't really use it. So, any questions? Have we got any questions? So, last year you stayed in Province Davao. You felt very safe. Okay, yeah. Well, Davao is the safest city in the Philippines, isn't it? But you were staying in the province. How far away from Davao were you? Some of these I am fussy for a girl to do more, but for massage I am okay. I need a massage. You're right. My body feels quite well. It's a lot more flexible than it was 6 months ago when I was walking around like a real old man in Duma Regretti. I feel a lot more looser now. I'm doing more stretches. I think it's more important to stretch as you get older rather than go to the gym and be a muscle monster. I think as you get older, you need to flex, stretch more. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to stretch more. Every day I'm doing 20 minutes of stretches every day, exercises and stretches, which I think is very important as you get older. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. If anyone's interested in my stretching. Okay. Greetings from Russia. How are we? How are we doing there? Yeah, I know. Oh God, look, Johnny Lawrence, your India video sucked. Is it all about? Is that the problem now? Is it all about my content? Can I not have some time to myself? My India video sucked. My India video sucked because they weren't the Philippines. My Japanese video sucked because they weren't the Philippines. Yeah, I want to go to Leyte, but then I don't know when. I did. I went to Okinawa. I haven't posted it because nobody was interested. So I spent 2 weeks in Okinawa, in southern Japan, which was great. I was going to go to Kyoto, where I went to last time. I went to Japan in 2008. Stayed there for 6 months. Then spent 5 months in Tokyo and a month in Okinawa. So I went back to Okinawa this time, which was brilliant. It's a great island. You're watching for the Philippines. That's good. I'm on my way to Davao. You want to see my Okinawa vids? Okay. Eventually. Okay, so now you're interested. Nobody's interested in my Japanese videos. Can I speak Tagalog? No. I'm very lazy. I can only just about speak English. I went to Cagayan. Paul, you need to catch up on my previous videos. I went to Camigan Island. When the pandemic ended, was ending 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? I got a boat from Bohol to Camigan. Wasn't vaccinated, so wasn't meant to be on Camigan Island. But managed to swerve the checking-in desk on Camigan Island and not get a what's it called? What's it called? An E-code or whatever. I can't remember what it's called now. I didn't get one. Anyway, so I went to Camigan Island, and I did loads of content on Camigan Island, which I thought wasn't great. Like what Johnny Lawrence said about my previous video. My videos in India sucked. I thought my Camigan Island videos also sucked. But then a new viewer started watching my content. He said, I've watched all your videos, but then there's like 350 of them. And I said, what is your favourite? And he said, one of my favourites is Jogging for Jesus on Camigan Island, where I went up this mountain which had Stations of the Cross. And it's just a rubbish video of me sweating and going up this mountain. But this was this new guy to my channel's favourite videos. My jogging, I called it Jogging for Jesus. Anyway, I've been there. I've been there, and that's when I first came to CDO. I took the ferry from Camigan to CDO. Actually, it wasn't to CDO. It was to a port a bit further along, and then I got a bus from there to here. And I thought when I arrived on Mindanao, I was going to get taken aside for not being vaccinated, but there was just no checks. So this was November 2022. So that was when the Philippines started opening up to you being allowed to travel to other islands without being vaccinated. Just anyway, that's my story about. Okay, so Okinawa is supposed to have some nice beaches. I didn't bother going this time. I went last time. I went to the beaches in 2008. I didn't bother going. Oh, here we go. John's back. John's suddenly had his fried. He's had his baked fried potatoes and burger. Did you have beans on it? I hope you had beans on it. Christmas, I'm going to be back in Manila. My friend Victor, who stayed in Manila for, I'd like to say 5 months last year, but it might have been longer. So I met Victor in Manila last year and we both stayed at Oyo. So I'm going back to Manila to meet Victor and stay for Christmas in Manila. That's where I'll be. 2 years ago I was in Davao for Christmas. Yeah, my Kamigan video is a long time ago. You'll have to go back through my past. You're going to Indonesia next year. Okay, where are you going to go? Are you going to go to? I've done quite a lot of Indonesia. I did Java, Jakarta, Lombok. I did quite a lot. This is 30 years ago. I can't remember much about it. I loved Indonesia. Thank you, John, for liking my India videos. You're one of the few. You're one of the 5 people that did. Okay. Yeah, I thought they would be. Yeah. You don't have enough of that now. Okay. Okay, so you don't have enough of that. Okay, well, I'll try and put some more up for you. Okay, so Victor's now 46, I think. He was staying in Manila last year because he was doing his degree. He was doing a degree in the UK, but he was able to work from here, the Philippines. Now he's got a job in Edinburgh in Scotland, and he's transferring to Manila with his job. So he's still going to be doing his job from Manila. So he's going to be working British hours all afternoon and evening, and yeah, doing his job from Manila, and then going back to UK after 3 months. Jakarta. I was planning on going to Jakarta 4 years ago, 2020. I had a ticket booked for Jakarta, and of course COVID happened, so I couldn't go. Yes, and then when I was started traveling again. I still couldn't go to Jakarta because they were very late to allow non-vaccinated people entry. So I never went there a couple of years ago. But I could go now. So it's on the list. Or Malaysia. I love Malaysia. In fact, I could live in Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur is a great place. Yeah, Kuala Lumpur's got everything. It's very similar to and the Malaysians are very friendly, like Filipinos. So Malaysia is a good option, I think. Anywhere dating is better than the dating in the West, I think, for an older man. I am okay. So next month is November. Yes, I'm working my way down. I'm going to Malablay beginning of November, and then I'm going to General Santos, and then I'm so yeah. So I don't know exactly, but I will be there mid to late November. Yeah, and also he gets Johnny. He gets British wages. Imagine working in Manila on British wages. There we go. Get exactly. Uh, the visa issue. Yeah. What is it? Pooping while standing. Great name. What? Where are you from? And how many months can you get in Malaysia? I think you get 3 months. When I was there last year, I got 3, and this year, I got 3 months stamped on entry, and I think you can extend that and then leave the country. I don't think there's a problem if you want to stay long term. Okay, yeah, I love Kuala Lumpur, and also it's got a train system. And where's Ramses gone? Has he gone to cook me biryani? Kuala Lumpur's got this great Indian district as well, where I stayed this time and last time, where you can get great curries. The 3-month visa is okay. The 3-month visa is the one reasonable one, general one. Okay, yeah. I heard that the MM2H is quite expensive. The 3-month. Yeah, but if you wanted to live there, what would you do? Go stay there 3 months, and then is he in IT? He's in, what is he in? Yeah, he's a web designer. Yeah. Okay. So Johnny Lawrence, hello, I'm Anders, nice to see you. Where have you been? I've been going for an hour. You're a bit late. Where you been? What you been doing? So Johnny Lawrence, now turned 40. What are your plans? Are you gonna carry on working your decent job, or what are your plans for your future, young man? Are you intending to get out here early, or wait till you're long in the tooth? No, okay, so you can't extend the 3 months. You have to leave every 3 months. I know in Japan you can get a 3-month and then you can extend it for a further 3 months, and without leaving the country. You need $10,000 per month guaranteed income. A little bit much. I think CDO is a perfect place to stay. Where are you, Anders? Oh, there's a question. Other than the Philippines and Thailand, which is the best country to date? Well, look, you're a young man, Johnny Lawrence. You're 40, so I don't think you've got an issue. If I was 40, again, I would go to Vietnam. Vietnamese women, actually Asian women, wherever they are very attractive. But I would probably try. I would try Vietnam if I were you. Don't go to Malaysia, Johnny Lawrence. Go to Vietnam. Vietnam is a brilliant place, and it's very cheap. You're a cheap Charlie like me. I think exactly. I think you should go there, and it's very cheap. It's very cheap. You can just live on far. I want to say pho because it's written like that, but it's far. It's just so cheap. It's like 70 pesos. It's like just over $1. Vietnamese women are hot. Okay, so you're 40, so that's not an age gap. And okay, look, stop making excuses. Just get to Vietnam. Don't go to Malaysia. Most don't speak English. You're right, they don't speak English, but you can get by on Google Translate nowadays and get what you want. Exactly. Just talk to them. Just go along with some Vietnamese and just banh mi. John, you're talking with baked beans. Banh mi is great. Yeah. But a little bit fattening, isn't it? Having one of those. That's what I was doing every day. I was having a banh mi. Yeah, I love Vietnam. Yeah, I don't know whether you're going to find that in Vietnam. I think a lot of the ladies will want marriage if you want to take them into the bedroom. Just go, exactly. Just go to Vietnam. I know, but you're getting fed up with Vietnam, aren't you? So, sorry, you're getting fed up with the Philippines. So you're looking for alternatives. I feel like you're not going to be coming back here soon. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't like to be one who makes assumptions about bodies found in rivers. Any more questions? My coffee's now very cold. So how old do you think you'll be when you retire? And what do you mean retire? Can you not... I hope this is not going to... that's gone. That's gone. What career path should I take to have your lifestyle? Good question. Where are you, Louis? Where are you living and what is your qualifications? How old are you? Where you're living? What are your qualifications? I would find companies. If I was young again, I would find companies, big international companies that operated in Asia. So, say for example, you live in New York and you're a banker, then find a company in Asia that you can transfer to. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would find, yeah. Or become a journalist or a writer or somewhere you can, do anywhere. A nomad. A nomad. Any dates? Okay, so I had one date lined up for last weekend. I can't remember what we met on. I think we met on Tinder. I think we met on Tinder, and I'm not. I always ask for their. I mean, girls are very quick nowadays to give you their WhatsApp number, and I find that a bit suspicious. I always ask for their Facebook, Insta, or TikTok so I can stalk them and see what's going on. So I met this girl on Tinder. I said, "What's your Facebook, Insta, or TikTok?" She gave me her a WhatsApp number. So we carried on chatting on WhatsApp anyway, and then we arranged to meet at Lim Kit Kay Mall, where I was close to where she said, "Where's the place close to your condo?" So I said, "Do you have ID?" And she said yes. So she sent me her ID. So I had her ID now, and then I was able to find her on Facebook, find that she had 2 kids. In Tinder, she said nothing about kids or anything. And then the photographs on her Facebook, there was pictures of 4 girls, and I couldn't make out which one was her, and most of them were lardy. So once I had their Facebook information, we agreed. We'd already arranged to meet at Lim Kit Kay, and we arranged to meet at 6 o'clock. And then by 6:45, I hadn't heard from her. So I thought, sod it. I started cooking in my condo. And then about 7:15, she said, "Oh, I'm here now." And by then I just thought, I can't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered. So in answer to your question, I just blocked her. I couldn't be dealing with it. It might be a horrible thing to have done, but she should have been upfront about her 2 kids and how lardy she was from the off. Okay. Back to your situation. You need to be a 35-year-old. That's a good point. And hopefully I'm going to meet the lady who I met in Zamboanga, who lives in Manila. She's 30. She's lovely. A lot of 35-year-olds have got baggage, haven't they? Now, yeah, I dated ladies in the UK who had kids, but I don't really want to date a lady here who's got children. I don't know why, but I don't really want that responsibility. It was okay in my culture, I think, because they had jobs. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Oh well, maybe we will. Maybe other people are not that bothered about dating ladies with kids. I don't want to go down that route. I would say don't retire. I would say find something to do. That what you're going to do, you're going to retire and do nothing. I think you need to do something. You need to have purpose in your life. So retiring reduces your purpose, I feel. I think you need to do something. Okay, so 97 says CDO is not someplace I would look for fresh women. How is Bali? I don't know. I haven't been there for 30 years. How? I don't. I don't do. I just do YouTube. I've got no time. You're right. I should do online consulting. Be an online therapist about mental health. But I don't. I just do YouTube. Yesterday I spent all day on the video. The video I put out last night, I spent all day putting together, and I didn't go anywhere. I went for a swim. And then at 7-Eleven, I went to the 7-Eleven at 7 o'clock last night and I bought a can of sardines. That's how sad my life was yesterday. I didn't go anywhere apart from 7-Eleven. So yeah, I just mainly do YouTube. I spend all day editing YouTube or shooting YouTube. Do you ever rent a scooter? You're right. I think I do miss out by not having a scooter. I think you're right. I think I do. I think I should have a scooter. And my excuse is I don't have my driving license, my British UK driving license. I don't have it with me. I didn't bring it with me because I didn't ever think. I didn't think I was going to be away long enough, and B, I didn't think I was going to be doing any driving. And C, I'm not really that comfortable on a scooter. I've driven scooters before on small islands, but I'm not that comfortable about driving a scooter. But I think you're right. I do think I do miss out by not having a scooter. And I do just use public transport. I don't mind getting buses from city to city. I don't mind doing that. It's quite relaxing. As long as it's not more than 5 hours. I can't do more than 5 hours anymore. There's too many people in Bali. You need to be young and hot and have lots of dollars. Yeah, exactly. Johnny Lawrence, you'll be all right. Only 2 kids. Yeah, only 2 kids. You're right. I should have met her because she only had 2 kids. That's going to be another one of my upcoming videos. I mean, you say I'm not talking about ladies enough, Johnny Lawrence. But lying is it's just they're never up front. Up front, yeah, they never reveal all, do they? Yeah, because they obviously don't want to mention it, and nowadays they just want to give you their WhatsApp because they don't want, and a lot of Facebook profiles are locked, so you can't actually see. Their Facebook page. So it's become a lot easier for ladies with kids to be deceitful. Yeah, I know, but it depends if you're in it for the long haul. I think a lot of women here are in it for the long haul. Yeah, you're right. Then they are being stupid, aren't they? Because if they are thinking you might want to take them on, they're going to need to tell you off on the off anyway. Oh, you're planning on coming here and having a family, Johnny Lawrence. Is that right? Tips for vlogging. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a YouTube. It's a good one. Yeah. Actually, there is more supermarkets in the Philippines. There is Marketplace. There's one here. There's one in Cebu as well, isn't there? Next to Metro, there's Marketplace. There, Robinson's has got a supermarket. There is quite a few supermarkets. Gasano has got a supermarket. I think you're wrong there, Johnny Lawrence. I think there's more than that. There's more than Metro. Where did I go last week? I went to Robinson. It's got a good supermarket. Well, this phone keeps slipping. Oh, it keeps slipping and zooming in. Sorry. Whoa. I'll get there eventually. I need to sit back now. How do you help yourself with mental illness but not wanting to seek or speak about it with no one? It is no. You need to. I think you need to. You need to have friends who are in a similar situation, who are very sympathetic to. That's how I coped in Brighton in the UK. I was living in Brighton. What year was it? I moved to Brighton in 2011. So I was 50. And I was not in a great place mentally. But I met friends with similar situations. So I think that is the way to go. You need to find sympathetic ears, friends who are in the same boat. That is how I would deal with it. Only a lie if they get caught, but they lie all the time anyway. Imagine if you met her, you said you only had $200 total. Exactly. Yeah, money. Imagine all the relationships that are going to go Pete Tong when you say I've got no money left, love. What is their goal? Well, I don't. What is their goal? Isn't their goal to be with a foreigner who has money? Maybe a family. I think it's a combination of things, isn't it? It's not just. They don't just want you for your good looks, Johnny. They want they want your blue eyes as well. Pinay women with kids, did they have natural birth or cesarean? Hello Adam, how are we? Good question. I get homesick during the summer because I love British summers. So last year there was the tennis. I love sport in the summer. There was tennis last year. There was the Euros, and then there was the Olympics coming up in France. So last year would have been a good time to go back to the UK. But in hindsight, it rained all the time at Wimbledon anyway. I watched the Euros highlights and I watched the Olympics highlights. But I do get homesick during the summer because I loved summer in Brighton by the sea and walking along the coastline. In the summer, it gets very hot in June. Well, hopefully. So I do miss summers and going to the football. I love going to football matches, so I do miss that. So one year I will return to England for a summer. But apart from that, yeah, I miss my friends, miss my family, but not really homesick for the UK because a lot of the time the UK is cold and miserable, and yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm happier in a hot climate. Better for my mental health being here. I don't know why. I don't know why you missed on the other supermarkets. I don't know how you missed them. Okay, there's a bridge by done next year. Okay, I want to go to Samal. I mean, when I was in Davao 2 years ago, I stayed at a brilliant Airbnb overlooking Samal, and I was there for 3 weeks in this Airbnb because it was wonderful, and it had a brilliant balcony, and it was a beautiful condo, and it was very cheap, and a great swimming pool, and a decent gym. Anyway, I'm talking about condo life again. So I could see Samal Island from my balcony, and it looked great, but I never went. I don't know. I kept saying, oh, I'll go tomorrow to Samal, but I never did. So yeah, I want to go to Samal. No, Johnny, I haven't. No. She probably watches my videos. In fact, she watched. I actually did a video about our relationship, and then she said, she texted me and said, "Can you blur out my face or something? Because some of the things she says aren't very nice." So I took the video down. So I don't know. And actually, I passed her in the street. We knew each other for 2 years. I passed her in the street in Cebu, and as I passed her in the street, this was at the end of COVID, where you still had to wear face masks at this time. So it was probably 2 years ago. I was in Cebu. I saw her walking towards me because I just knew her shape, and she had a face mask on. I had a face mask on. I lowered my face mask to say hello. She just nodded and kept walking. Very childish. I mean, you've known someone for years. That's the Filipino mentality. She was a lovely girl. But and didn't ask for anything, which is great because, you know, and she had a job. Never asked for anything. She was a lovely girl, but just a little bit childish. I've not been there for years. Okay. I've heard Samal is good. I want to go to Samal. So we'll hopefully go there this time. I do, Ben. You're right. I do miss that. And sometimes at 10 o'clock, isn't it? In June, it's like I do miss the long nights, summer nights. That was in the UK. That was brilliant. You know, where like virtually the whole day is just like sunshine. But then the counter effect is like now October it's going to be dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. That is the problem with the UK. So at least here in the Philippines, it gets dark at 6 o'clock most nights. Sunsets around 6 o'clock most nights. So at least it's consistent throughout the year, not 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. At least you're getting consistency. Go to Taiwan. Oh gosh, did I tell you I video called her on her birthday? I did that. Yeah. She was lovely, but I need a bit more. You know what I mean. I need a bit more to handle in the shower. I need something to hold on to in the shower. She was a lovely, lovely girl. Great personality, but personalities weren't there. Better than nothing. Right, thank you, Johnny. Go to fly to Taiwan and get some action there. So, any more questions? Any more chat about Mindanao, or we're not interested? Good question. tattooed Filipinas do turn me. Yeah, they do. God, they do. They do. They do. Yeah. Especially okay. So little ones, like a little one, something small is fine, but a big tattoo on the cleavage, here with her name on, as if she's forgotten her name. She's got her name. She's got her name on her breast tattoo. Big thigh tattoos, yes, they're just so horrific. In fact, on one of my dating websites, I put I don't mind small tattoos, but big tattoos I'm not attracted to. And somebody responded saying, "You won't be interested in me because I've got a small tattoo." Now, they don't read, do they? They don't read properly. They don't read through the lines. They see tattoo and they think you don't like that. This has got something to do with Filipino mentality. I'm not really into, and especially if they've got a butterfly tattoo. I mean, come on, show some imagination. A butterfly tattoo. Although there was that Japanese girl I was dating in Japan who had a butterfly tattooed just above her butt. Yeah. So yeah, butterfly tattoos. My perfect place to have a tattoo is your butt. They do have a working girl vibe. They do. You're right. Oh gosh. Okay, so regular guy was on the other day. He mentioned he's in Mindanao. He was doing a live. He's actually in CDO, or he was in CDO the other day, and he was on live on from CDO. He was on live, and a viewer said, "Oh, Big World Cinema is in CDO," and he said, "Oh, great! I'd love to meet him," or words to that effect. So I got a message from my viewer saying, "Regular guy is in CDO. He wants to meet you." I've wanted to meet regular guy for the last number of years. I've always said I wanted to meet him. And in one of my live streams in Cebu earlier this year, I said, "Oh yeah, I'd love to meet regular guy." And when I was on a live stream, one of you commented saying, "Oh, regular guy thinks you're boring." So okay, fine. If regular guy thinks I'm boring, then that's fair enough. Then let's not meet. So when he said the other day, so I messaged him, I emailed him saying, "Let's meet." Nothing. He hasn't responded. So I don't know what's going on there. Whether he hasn't seen the email or he doesn't want to meet me, I don't know. But you know, I put it out there saying let's meet. Sent him an email and he hasn't responded. So where's my perfect place? My perfect place is Manila. Yeah, I've said it. That is my perfect spot because it's got everything going on, and you can easily fly around the world. You can easily fly to another island. Manila is the perfect spot. I mean, a lot of people say Manila is too busy, too crowded, whatever, but have they actually lived there? I'm going back to Manila in December. I might hate it. I might hate the noise now. Although I do have a soft spot for Cebu. I've spent so long in Cebu. I do have an affinity to Cebu. But I don't think I can live there. I mean, I was there for 3 months again this year. Maybe I'll go back for a month, but I don't think I can live there long term. You're right, Louis. I can't take girls with tattoos seriously. And the trouble is, it's become fashionable, isn't it? It's become very fashionable to have a tattoo. And even girls, ladies in good jobs or whatever, they have tattoos. So it's become very common here, tattoos. What's a common cover-up tattoo there? Feather. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's really funny when they've been with a guy for a month. It just shows the level of intelligence, doesn't it? Getting the guy's tattoo, their boyfriend. They're 17. They get their boyfriend's name tattooed on their breast, and then he leaves. I mean, come on, just show some intelligence. Sorry. I have a friend from Colchester, and he's always complaining. Yeah. October onwards in England is a place to leave. It's just, yeah. Face and nose metal. Okay, so yeah, a little ring pierce in your lip, or no, I don't mind. Okay, so I dated a lady from South Africa who was Hindu, so she had a nose stud. I don't mind nose studs because that is quite cultural. I sound like Simon Cowell. So, thanks. I find that offensive. I don't like that. That's an offensive thing to say, Simon Cowell. Where were we? Yeah, the face metal. Yeah. The other thing, now we're talking about facial piercings and stuff, is having your earlobe, a hole in your earlobe, stretched earlobes. It's probably more. It's not the sort of thing you see really in the Philippines at the moment, but it is probably going that way because there is a bit of a punk revival. I don't know if anyone's noticed. There's a punk revival in the Philippines. After 48 years, punk has finally hit the Philippines. So there is a punk revival in the Philippines. Lots of kids going around in bondage trousers. Yeah, amazing. For those of you who are familiar with bondage trousers from 1976 in London, the kids are wearing them now, bondage trousers. So maybe piercings and big horrible earlobe things are going to be the way to go. Now who's this? This is very lovely. Who's this? Bob Cassidy. That is very lovely of you. I appreciate that a lot. If you take a photograph with the regular guy, I will pay you both. Scott has my email. Well, I emailed him. He doesn't want to meet me. So you $50 each is safe. Your $100 is safe, mate. But thank you very much. It's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. You're from Canada too, Daisy. Where's Daisy? Hello. Johnny Lawrence, I think you've got rid of. Thank you very much for getting rid of all these dodginess. Thank you, Johnny, for doing this. That's very kind of you. I know it's getting late now. Time for bed. What time do you start work? Thank you for saying I look younger. Yeah, I've lost a bit of weight as well. I'm working and I'm stretching more. I said this earlier. I'm stretching more, eating healthier, working out more. Had my comb over, got rid of. So yeah. Thank you, mods. Yes, thank you. Okay. Oh God. Right. Okay. I'll have a. Oh God. Now, if you're putting me off my breakfast, Johnny Lawrence, talking about their big tattoos. Oh, so this David Bond girl, nudge nudge, wink wink, was that the only place she had her fella's name? We're not called Mark Davis. We're not called whinging Poms for nothing, are we? That's the whole point of us being alive. We like whinging. We're always complaining. Oh, the eye stretching. Do you mean? I hope you mean the ear stretching, not the eye stretching. Email him again. Well, I'll send you the screenshot. Oh, sorry. I thought you were in evening time. Oh, sorry. You're talking about emailing. You're talking about emailing. Yeah. Does attention from ladies translate to dates of romance? Not always. And also the fact that you'll give ladies attention, and you might assume that something's going to become of it, but they're just being polite. A lot of the times, the ladies are being polite. They don't want to lose face by not giving you their email or not giving you their phone number at the time. But then when you actually phone them, text them, whatever, they've got no interest in you. So it's happened a lot. It's happened quite a lot to me where I've got and Johnny Lawrence will say this as well, where you get a girl's Facebook, whatever, and then you message them and they've just got no interest in meeting you. Tattoos above the breast. Oh God. Yeah. Just why? Why that whole area? I mean, a lady who's got a great rack, and then she's ruined it by just putting something there. I mean, I can't believe it. You know, you've got a great rack, love, and then also on their dating photographs, they've got pictures. She's got pictures with her great rack, but then she's recently had a tattoo covering her great rack, and she's still got photographs of her without that tattoo. So yeah, get rid of that lovely tattoo, sweetheart. Get rid of it. Anyway, I'm whinging. No, a lot of it is their own name. Why? A lot of it is their own name as well, just in case they forget their own name. They've got their own name tattooed above their tats. And then they complain about they're broke. They can't come to meet you because they haven't got money for a jeepney, but they've spent 7,000 pesos on a shite tattoo, but they can't afford a jeepney ride of 15 pesos. Anyway, where am I? I think I'm up to date. Yeah. The crew of female vloggers, yeah. So it's okay, yeah. Okay, so Bob Cassidy, you're saying that Elliot Eastman RIP, but has that body been identified as him? Have they said that? I don't know whether it's actually been confirmed that he is dead. Do you know something we don't know, or has that already been? Is that out in the news? Yeah, their own name, Ben. Their own name. They put their own name. Why do you put your own name on your person? It's just, you know, in case they forget their own name. My son dating a girl with tattoos like a freak show performer. Oh gosh. Okay. So Mark, where are you? Where's your son? Well, we all make clickbait thumbnail videos. I mean, that's the whole point of YouTube, to make clickbait. But I always put the girl I put on the thumbnail. She's always in my videos. She's always there. I've always chatted to her or passed her or whatever. She's always in my videos. AI thumbnails are just yeah, they are proper clickbait. I don't do proper clickbait. I don't think women try to. Oh, they get other women to get tattoos. Is that a thing? Do you think they say, why don't you get a tattoo above your cleavage, love, because it's going to look great? And then I don't know what do other guys feel about tattoos. I don't know. You know, I feel when I talk about tattoos, I feel quite old, because you know, back in my day, tattoos weren't a big thing. It only became a big thing really this century, didn't it? Really. What do other guys feel about tattoos? I know. Oh, you're in, said CDO. Oh, your son living at my condo in Vegas. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't meet Filipina Pocahontas, but I've seen her tattoos. Enough said. It's Wang. It's Wang is lovely. She was actually staying. She did a video from. She's in Cebu, isn't she? She did a video. Or is she in Dumaguete? I think she's in Cebu. She's got 4 kids. She looks amazing. 4 kids. But would you take on a lady with 4 kids? We were talking about 2 kids earlier. 2 kids being a handful. 4 kids. Would you take on a beautiful, attractive lady who's intelligent, doesn't do clickbait videos, does interesting videos? Would you take on a lady who has 4 kids? You don't meet other expats ever. Okay. So a lot of people say that. If I didn't meet other expats, I would live a very lonely existence because I'm alone. Apart from the odd date with the ladies with 2 kids, I spend 99% of my time alone. So unless I met up with other expats, I would be extremely lonely. I think if you're living overseas and maybe you've got a Philippine and you need to get away from during the day and have a whinge about your life in the Philippines, I think it's quite important to have other expats, mates. I don't think I felt that years ago. I think when I first came to Asia 5 years ago, I probably felt the same. I probably felt I've not come to Asia to meet other expats. But then during COVID, when we were locked down with other expats, it became a good thing to talk about the situation and to talk about your girlfriend and to talk about things that as Westerners you agree with or you gel on. You have familiar backgrounds, and so I think it's quite important. So meeting other guys like John and Victor, I think it's quite important to have other but each to their own. I am well, Erico, thank you. I am well. I am feeling good at the moment. I'm feeling quite upbeat and positive. And today I moved to Uptown. I moved to Uptown Girl, if you know that song. She is the queen of clickbait, but she does actually do some interesting videos as well. But also, my buddy, he does her thumbnails. He suggests her thumbnails. But she is the queen of clickbait. That weirdo beggar vlogger confronted her. I don't think she would want to meet me. The guy from Dumaguete. I did actually when I was in Thailand. I was walking past a lady who was sitting there who had a back tattoo, and I put "you" as in my comments as I passed her, and somebody said I unsubscribed when you said that about the lady with the back tattoo. Back tattoos. If you're a Yakuza, then all very well, then get a back tattoo, but I don't think they're very attractive. I don't really want to talk about other vloggers. But I know what you're saying. I don't think too much about them. I do. I'm the same. I do. I don't find them attractive. But What happens if that girl you avoid, the girl you avoid has got a great personality, she's very intelligent, but you're avoiding her because of the tattoos. Is that good? But he's not. Okay, so my buddy is making her clickbait. He's the one suggesting. He's the one suggesting the clickbait. He makes her thumbnails. My wife ran away with my best friend for the Philippines, and I missed him. Oh, sorry to hear that. Good friends are hard to replace. Exactly. Peter Scully. Oh, I don't know. Australian expat that lived in CDO. I don't know. I've not. I'll have to read that. I don't know about him. She does actually make good videos. Although Johnny would probably disagree. A lot of her content is okay, yeah. I can't really comment about that. Look, I've got a new match on Tinder. It's just come up. You can't see that. I've just a flash on the screen. You've got a new match on Tinder. Now, Tinder doesn't really work for me in the Philippines. Although, apart from the lady I met in Cebu, who I met on Tinder. That's my only one in the Philippines. And she was 20. Yeah. I can't say too much about it. But she was a good girl. But Tinder doesn't really do it for me. It might do it for you. What other apps are you on, Johnny Lawrence? Even though you spent one and a half your time, or half your time, I'm not too sure, 50%. Yeah, an arm sleeve is not the way to go. An arm sleeve or a thigh tattoo, a big thigh tattoo, for me is a no-go. It's yeah. Okay, here we go. Pina Love, Bumble, Tinder. And what is your best success out of those 4? Okay, you told me that. You got phone banned from OkCupid. So, out of all of them, which has been the one you're most successful on? Now, my most successful are Pina Love and Badoo. Tinder, Bumble, what's the other one? OKC are not great. Bumble seems to be... Okay, for me, Bumble and OKC have the more intelligent ladies. Bumble and OKC have the more intelligent ladies, I think. Perhaps that's why I'm not very successful on. Tinder and Pina Love, yeah. Facebook dating, yeah, I'm not. Johnny Lawrence has done Facebook dating, but I don't. Thai friendly. And John, you said Pina Love, yeah, Pina Love. It goes through phases though. It goes through phases of decent ladies on there, I think. I've not tried Facebook dating, TJ. Perhaps I should. Now, where are we? Oh, here we go, 9:20. I'm going to give it 10 more minutes. And then I'm going to go to the gym. I know. The most annoying thing about Pina Love is, I've said this so many times, of saying, I'm not a premium member, I can only message you every 10 minutes. Do you have WhatsApp? Yes. Not yes, here's my WhatsApp. Yes. Then you have to wait 10 minutes and say, what's your WhatsApp, Dumbo? Anyway. Which on it is where the women make the first... Okay, Bumble, that's... Although they've stopped that, Bumble now, a lot of ladies, you can... Some ladies on Bumble do allow you to approach them first on Bumble, but they've stopped that because a lot of the ladies saying, a lot of the ladies on Bumble are saying, I do not make the first move. They're on Bumble, you can't message them until they make the first move, and they're saying, I do not make the first move. Anyway. I need, okay, so I don't really want, 9-7 says I need a woman with, I need a woman with at least some brains. No, I've never thought of wearing a toupee. Elton John, I didn't realise. Everyone knew that Elton John wore a toupee from when he was like 25. Apparently, I didn't know this. I'm reading his autobiography now. Apparently, his hair started falling out when he started bleaching his hair. That's when his hair started falling out. Apparently, I would never go down that route because, yeah. What happens if you're with somebody, it blows off in the wind? That's going to be really embarrassing. No, I never thought of that. Oh, hello, Brian. How are we from Newcastle? How are we doing? God, what is it? It's 2:23. I'm about to pack up. I said I'm packing up at 9:30. You're late and I'm going. Oh, you met some decent girls on Tinder who had jobs. Gosh. See, okay, so what was his name? What's the guy from Fish Called Wanda? What was his name in real life? He's a bit mad, isn't he? A bit eccentric. Or do you... you don't think... you're not talking about Monty Python man, are you? Kevin, you and I have the same hairstyle, yeah. It's a very popular hairstyle now amongst older folk. Would I shut? No, I'd put my toupee in my dog bowl and get my dog to lick it clean. I'm still there. My phone keeps falling down. I'll just balance it on here. That's better. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I've been playing with this the whole time. My phone falling down off that stupid thing. Michael Palin. I love Michael Palin. Gosh, yeah, I love Michael Palin. I read during lockdown. I read 3 of his diaries. His diaries were like that thick. I read them twice. His diaries are brilliant. He's a great writer. I love Michael Palin. Maryland? Are you sure it was Maryland that Elton John was singing about? I'm circumcised. I was circumcised when I was very young. Because I couldn't piss properly. This is what my parents told me. My father was a Catholic, and I imagine he probably got me chopped because he wanted me because I was a Catholic boy. But yeah, I'm circumcised, which they love. So I don't know about. I am too. You're uncircumcised. You've got no issues. Any more questions about circumcision? Right, I'm almost going to wrap it up. I'm going to go to the gym. It's 9:30. I need to be out of here by 12. So I'm going to go to the gym, have some breakfast, and then I'm going to go Uptown Girl. In answer to your question, there was a body found, wasn't there? There was a body found about 3 days ago, and Rike said there's a body being found. There was a Facebook post with a body being found down the coast, and I don't think it's been identified as him. No one's. Surely an autopsy's been carried out on this body. Yeah, foreign body. this was 3 days ago. If you look at Rike's channel, he did a video about a Facebook post about a body being found 3 days ago, and but surely by now they've done an autopsy on the body, and if it's him, then they would have identified it. But nothing's in the news about. Nothing's been in the news about. Oh, that body wasn't him. Okay. Okay. So one of you is saying that body wasn't him. One of you is saying that body was him. So look, until the facts come out, then we don't know. We don't know the whole situation, and there's been no ransom. No one's come and said we've got him. So nothing's clear at the moment. What did he do for money? He was a YouTuber. He was he couldn't have been making much money because he's only just been monetized, but he was loaning money to local people at 40% interest. That's what he was doing. So anyway, you live in the city the body was found. So the body, you would live in the city and the body wasn't him. Oh, okay. Okay, nice of you to comment here today, Ben. Nice to be here. Nice of you to be here. Thank you. Nothing has been confirmed, exactly. All this rerun, rerun Rike, all this stuff is being recycled. Well, obviously, the video from 3 days ago is not recycled because it's a new thing that's happened. Well, he's not going to collect it if he's been kidnapped, is he? The dating scene is up and down. I think you need to be here. Well, Johnny Lawrence will say otherwise, but passing through cities is not great. Why would a Filipino even pay him back? Hello, Shoot with Raj. Good to see you here. Thank you, Darren. I will try. I would try to keep up the good videos. I don't know what else he was doing for money. He was very young. He was 25, 26. He is very young. He's not dead yet. He's 26. I am in CDO in Mindanao. He was a loan shark in a Muslim village, exactly. It's not going to go down very well, is it? And living in an area where you stick out like a sore thumb, and in an area where you're advised not to live. Charging interest, exactly, 40% as well. Charging interest at 40% is double horror. Oh, sorry, I'm in the Philippines. Welcome. Have you not subscribed? Shoot with Raj. Where are you? And why have you not subscribed? And please like. 40 likes. That is terrible. At least the likes are more than the number of people that are watching. 39. So another couple of minutes, then I'm off. Well, it's 9:30. I will go for 2 hours, and then I will go to the gym. So it's been great being here. If you're not subscribed, please could you subscribe to the channel. I'm moving from downtown to uptown CDO today, and then I'm going to be shooting some videos there, and I'm going to be live streaming from there. So I will see. I heard they got tired of seeing him with his shirt off. Okay. Yeah, in a Muslim, he's converted to Islam, and he's still yeah. Yeah, but Johnny, he could have 7 wives. I think he was saying that as well. I think he was saying the fact that he converting to Muslim allowed him to have 7 wives or whatever. So I don't think he was the brightest bulb in the room. I don't think he is the brightest bulb in the room. Hopefully he will be found. Okay, on that note, I'm going to go and throw myself around the gym. So they kidnapped one before, yeah, and it didn't end well. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. See you in a few days' time. Hope you have a great day. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.